Okay, hello and welcome to what's going to be a very different video. Something that I haven't done on here before, but I just had to do because I had to get this off my chest. You can see I've set my webcam up so you know it's serious. This was such a perfect example of something that I tell people all of the time in Riker's latest video about the new Diablo 4 dev diary build update, whatever they call it. And it was such a perfect example that I just had to go over it. So here is the section in particular, or at least the first section, where the problem arises.
We went back to our roots and looked at the classic RPG elements of early Diablo games. That's great to hear. What are you really...
So there, you can see, I love watching this. You see the visible joy in his face, right? The visible excitement of what he's hearing. But the problem is, what was just said, what he just read, is without context, meaningless, right? Absolutely and totally meaningless. It is marketing speak. Like, what that is saying is, we know that you're all saying you want us to go back to old Diablo, so we're going to say that we're doing that, and then explain to you what we're doing, whether that is that or not. And I literally, in my head, as I was watching that video, thought, oh, calm down here, Riker. Like, they haven't told you what they mean by going back to old Diablo yet. And so, just because they've said that, doesn't mean they're going to do that. They could say they're going back to old Diablo, and then do something totally antithetical to that. So, wait till you get to the actual example, the context, which makes that meaningful. And that's where we get to this next part.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, this isn't what I wanted to see. Alright. On a sorceress, intelligence increases skill damage. We're back to main stat. Oof.
Sorry for the double cursor there, but that is exactly the sort of disappointment that gamers especially, but people with all sorts of media and stuff, get themselves into all of the time. It's sort of a bit related to what's happening with Cyberpunk right now, right? As well. Where people just, like, take the smallest thing and blow it up. They take any sort of marketing, whether it's done by the developer or done by anyone else, and they just blow it up. So he heard, we're going back to Diablo's roots. And so he thought, oh, we're going to get an old school skill system like Diablo 2. And he goes on to talk about, between those two clips I showed you, goes on to talk about, oh, but you know, they went away from that because of these problems with the Diablo 2 skill system. How are they going to fix that, right? But he never, before he said that, stopped to think, but are they actually doing that though? Like, they suggested they would with their words, but are they actually doing that? Well, it turns out is they're not, right? They said, we went back to classic Diablo to change from their angelic and demonic power system that they've been doing so far. But they're not actually going back to classic Diablo. They're going back to Diablo 3. They're going back to the new shit that we want them to change from. Right? And I don't want this to be like a specific like attack at Blizzard or anything, or pitchforks at the Diablo 4 devs, right? Like, I don't care. Right, they could do the system better than they did it in Diablo 3, and that could still be fine, right? They could have the same system in Diablo 3, and even though I don't like it, it could still be good, right? Diablo 3 was still fun. I'm not here to like do the typical gamer pitchforks at the game dev thing. What I want to look at more is Riker's reaction and his sort of premature understanding of what they've said based on zero context. Because he took them saying, essentially, hello, we're Blizzard. This is what Diablo fans want us to say. And he heard that and heard, hi, we're Blizzard. We're going to make the Diablo you want. Whereas I heard, hi, we're Blizzard. Marketing bullshit, marketing bullshit, marketing bullshit. And I was like, okay, yeah, and next, what's the actual explanation of that marketing bullshit? Because if they had said something which backed up the suggestions of the claims made in the marketing bullshit, then it's no longer marketing bullshit. Then it's just like, just marketing, right? It's just good marketing. It's like, yeah, you said what we wanted to hear and you're doing what we wanted you to do. Great. But as long as the context doesn't support the claim, you shouldn't get too excited by it. I think this can be applied to a ton of different things. I always remember it happening with No Man's Sky, when he said you will be able to meet other people. There will be multiplayer. You know, it will be rare. You won't be common. You won't just be seeing people all over the place. And what he meant was, you will barely ever see a motherfucker. It will be super rare, and it will be like, wow, there's another human. But what people heard was, yeah, we're going to be able to go around in a gang of space pirates and have, you know, squadron fights with our dudes. And yeah, I think it's super important to just stop and think about, especially marketing language used by game devs, and then wait for the context to back up things before you jump into this could be great. Another huge example, I'm big into sim racing right now. Was it Project Cars 3? I think it was Project Cars 3 that said some stuff about how, like, oh yeah, we're going to be a real serious sim or whatever. And then it just wasn't. It wasn't. And there's a load of games that do this where they sort of use language that suggests. Anyway, I'm rambling for too long now. If any of you are here for my regular content, not that anyone is yet, but if you are, I haven't been doing any because I'm super busy. I've been saying in all my videos that I wouldn't be super busy anymore and I'd start doing it. That turned out to be a lie. My bad. Right? It turns out I've only got more busy. But I'm going to start doing not more stuff again, but the same amount I was doing again soon. But I might cut it down a bit, actually, and do a little bit less for a little while, at least, to sort of get in there. Because I want to do more stuff on other channels as well. Getting all confusing. Anyway, that was my little rant about people, about devs and stuff. Thank you to these people. That's the wrong way. These people. Hamish, right? Shinobi, all these people who've actually like subbed and stuff. Follow me on Twitch if you are new. /Rontha. RHONDDA. And on YouTube and stuff. Shout out to Riker. Right, using a little bit of your clip there. Nothing against Riker either. Just want to make sure. I did the whole spiel about nothing against the devs, but also nothing against Riker. He's a great guy, and he's just doing something that many people do.